Don't you know that the music should be solemn?
Some strange eruption.
What does that mean, Theo? Theo, what does it mean, Theo?
You know, I never know. So
I'm the title guy.
You're the title guy and you don't know.
Fail. F-A-I-L.
When I hear eruption, my mind goes in the gutter, which is not good, right? But I mean, doesn't yours?
No, mine goes to Yellowstone. Mine goes to the big eruptions coming from Mother Earth. Yeah,
mine goes to the
Yellowstone National Park. Yeah,
the other Yellowstone.
I know where yours goes.
Yeah, it's an eruption. So some strange eruption. I don't know. I don't care.
And you know what? Let the Biscuit crew and all you beauties out there figure it out.
The Grim Biscuits.
The Grim fucking Biscuits. How amazing are those chicks?
A lot of different names. Sam Fam, Reaper Crew, Reaper. It's everything, right? What is it?
I don't know.
Theory Fam, sure. Grim Biscuits. What are we?
Samly. There's a Samly.
What are we? So many got bastardized, and like there was always this bad behavior around some of them that some people had to be moved away.
Some people had to be moved away and locked up forever.
Yeah, they got nuts over it.
Are they wearing that "Who fucking cares" T-shirt though? That's what I want to know.
Once they really established that who the fuck cares with us, they all realized that they got to calm down. So that's why now I'm so proud of all the people that are involved now. We got like the greatest group of people ever.
Hardcore beauties. No
Grim Biscuits. I think the biscuit crew, because Justin is like the biscuit lord, is
he the biscuit lord? Of course he is.
He's something like that. The biscuit boy, or I don't know. He's something.
Bamboozler. Yeah. He's something.
The biscuit bamboozler. And now that we've taken everybody off the death count, because obviously you can't keep up with that, but we've put them on a cheeks count. Put them on a cheeks count. Do you know what they said?
How do they deal with that cheeks count?
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to give you an update. Someone said on the count of butt cheeks that Charlie obviously highest, Jack's highest, right?
Winner, chicken bummer.
Yeah. Winner, chicken bummer. So, and then they were saying that Lila and Kristen, are probably number 2, and then I'd be like you and I are like 3, 4, and 5.
I think they're onto something there.
I think they're onto something too, because I guess, do you consider a butt cheek if somebody walks by in a G-string?
Sure.
I thought it had to be no fabric.
Well, a G-string is, because you wear them every day.
Yeah, I do.
Up, the thing. Yeah. Right up the little crack.
Me and Juno. Juno wears them too. We both wear
them. Juno, she wears them proudly and well, if I might.
Right next to me. Yeah, she's wearing a G. So you don't count. You think if you have a G-string on, that counts as showing your butt cheeks. Technically, because the cheeks are bare.
Yeah, technically, because the cheeks are bare. And I don't think, did Gemma tell her in that very first episode of season when we met Jimmy Smith, did she show a little bit of the behind?
No.
We stayed off her. Jimmy, we saw Jimmy's behind for sure.
We've seen, God, I was so ruthless back in the day. We used to see some people's cottage cheese. The cheese.
Why do you have to go there? I was having a really good morning. Who shall remain nameless?
No, it was Perlman's cottage that we saw.
It was Perlman's cottage. It was Unta's cottage.
So Unta's cottage?
No, come on. We saw that a couple of times, even when we didn't want to.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. He was big on mooning. He used to do that.
He mooned all the time, that guy.
He's so old school. Like nobody moons anymore. And he was still mooning back in the day. Yeah. So that's the tally that I've been told about. Another thing that someone said, and I've already forgot it, was they kind of cleared up the Diosa stuff of Diosa Norte, and that one was closed down, and that the girls from Colette's place, R.I.P. Colette, she's gone. Thanks for playing. Gone in and out.
Who cares?
We
are so in Red Woody right now. We're in Red Woody territory. Diosa's done. We open up the whole show on,
Well, let's get into it. Before we do, obviously a lot of stuff coming up that a lot of people are into. I just watched the whole gang, the whole crew. You're not gangs. We don't say gang.
Yeah,
crew. The whole Reaper crew and whatever we're saying, the biscuit peeps. That we're going to be in Chicago. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be there. But you never know.
You never know. Right now, it doesn't look good because I've got a premiere that I've got to go to.
Only one day.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
I might be there 2 days, but no, it's going to be me, Jackson, Opie.
Beautiful.
And then Clay will be there on Sunday. That's
Beautiful.
in July, as of now. And then me, Opie, and Clay have two other ones like St. Louis and Cleveland or something that we're doing. And hopefully I can do them. Everything changes in a minute that we know.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. It's great.
Yeah.
Great for the fans.
And then a bunch of other stuff coming up that's going to be announced soon. I have the movie coming out on the 6th.
Yeah, you get some trailers that I gotta repost
came
there,
out.
brother, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. And then we're finally recovering from the disaster of that last film, which only you and I know.
Now, did you? Is it kind of settled, kind of, or
it is what it is.
It is what it is. All right.
Yeah, and really, just so everybody knows what we're talking about. Ultimately, I was in New York to do this really big studio film, and I was going to be gone till the end of May. That was the whole thing. And the lead person, my co-star, left the film 3 days before we were about to shoot, and a couple hundred people lost their job.
Left everybody in the lurch. It was very unfortunate.
Left everybody in the lurch, and it was pretty public. And we're not doing the film, and the studio lost millions and millions of dollars, and it's really unfortunate. And it's why I probably repudiate the behavior of most artists in this business. And I just used the word repudiate, by the way. If anybody wants
big fucking word,
it's a big fucking word for me. I just got dizzy, and ultimately, you know, it is what it is. But now I'm back at the ranch, and we're figuring out because I'm not supposed to be here, but I'm here.
Isn't that funny? And everybody who's listening and watching, you know, this is the business Theo and I are in.
It's weird.
This kind of stuff you don't want it to happen, and rarely does it happen with you're so close to the starting line. I mean, you were there, you're costume fitting, you were doing all your thing, and then all of a sudden the second AD goes, Theo, you can go home tomorrow.
You can go home. What? What do you mean?
What do you mean?
When are we coming back? Oh, we're not.
Oh yeah.
You guys they've been there for 6 weeks. 6 weeks they were prepping that movie.
See, you guys, when you start prepping big movies like that, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're putting money into it. You're doing it. Even that little film I did in Georgia for that 7-week shoot, that prep was so pivotal and so important. You're doing it. You're on. It's happening until it's not. And rarely does it not start without it actually starting. Usually your prep for that big film, it wouldn't have even started the prep because they would have had everything in the egg basket. Yeah. And they had it all in the egg basket. And then the top egg, and you were the second top egg, or back and forth. One of them decided to not do the movie anymore. What? You can't do that?
Yeah, as well. Well, this is why you don't hire musicians to do play actors. But again, I'm not going to get into that. Let me tell you something that someone said, and I forget who it was, but it's an incredible actor, whether it be from back in the day, like an Oliver Reed type, or someone said, it's amazing that any film ever gets done.
Yeah.
Not TV, because it's more of a well-oiled machine. It's kind of got to go through a lot of process.
Yeah, who did say that? Famous.
Yeah. The fact that a movie gets done in itself is a win. Forget about how it turns out, what the critics say. Like the fact that you're actually in front of a camera doing a film in the way this world works. And I'm talking studio to independent. It's a miracle almost, because everything can go wrong and usually does.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
That's why I always said we've talked about this, where people be like, I remember my mom and them were like, why don't we go to set? We really want to go to set. Oh man, we want to go to set. And then they'll come to set and they'll be there for like an hour and a half. And they'll go, so this is really boring. Like, we're going to go to lunch.
I'm not sure I'll ever come again, but thank you, honey.
Yeah. Why do you keep saying the same thing over and over and over from different angles? And I said, because that's what it is. And they're like, this is really boring. And I'm
The
like,
only day in the history of film and television that was exciting for people coming to set, and you were there and you were responsible for why it was so exciting. It was that second season where we had first show up and you had all the M16s and we're trying all the guns are on the back lot. And I didn't have my earplugs on and you decided to just be G.I. Joe.
I shot a bullet.
And keep fucking shooting. Diana was there with a couple of her peeps from Australia. And I started screaming. I mean, they said, I want to come back every day if it's this exciting. Like I don't want to ever miss anything.
Yeah. Like this was exciting. There was gunfire. Yeah.
Shit.
That was a long time ago. Wow. But something that happened in that film that I take away from it, which you would never think about. So for the character, one of the things that I was doing for the character was, and this sounds weird, but it's kind of like this. I was playing this like really, you and I talked about it. It's really strange kind of dude. But one of the things that I was noticing in my research of that character was a lot of people who were similar to his position had grown out their pinky nails, right? Their pinky nails were grown out, nothing else. So I did it for the film. And I got to tell you something. I kept it. It's one of the greatest things I've ever.
Look at you.
Can I tell you something? This is like having another tool on your body.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with me.
No, don't fuck with me. Look at this.
Look at that. Harvey Keitel in Taxi Driver had a long pinky. That was for cocaine.
Right. People, that's what people associated with. But like, obviously I'm not doing cocaine, but it was like, it's everything from, let's be honest, picking your nose.
Yeah. Scratching yourself.
To scratching yourself.
To scratching
I gotta tell you, Juno thinks it's the greatest thing in the world.
Oh, yeah.
And also it's like little things like, we're still obviously working on the ranch. If somebody like, let's say there was like a little overflow of paint on the tile, I just scrape it right off.
Well, that's nice. You have a new little friend in your
I have a tool. I have like a tool
well
in
done.
so it's well done. I'm very excited about it. And I got to tell you, I don't see myself. I hope the next role I could somehow incorporate it because
you will anyway.
I will anyway, no matter what. Yeah. Yeah. So very interesting. So let's get into this.
Here we go.
Before we get into everything else. We're on the 5th episode. We are racing. We always say this, but we don't know the name of the title. I'm going to say
we know the name. We just don't know what it actually.
We don't know what it means.
Referring to.
Sure. Here's my giant problem with this season. No, I'm not going to get salty. I have I'm not going to be salty.
Okay, go.
I'm going to be honest.
Okay.
It's not a lot of fun. First. It's not a lot of fun to watch.
Right.
It's got things going on now. Maybe TV doesn't have to be fun, right? But it's not fun. It's okay. I want to find out what's going to happen, but I'm really not having fun. And Tig tries. There's certain things that we try to.
No, really... Tig doesn't even come in until 25 minutes into the episode. So
I know, but at least it's funny.
I was golfing on the side. I think,
but at least it's funny.
Yeah, I got a little funny shit here and there.
But Jax is just smoking and walking around and dealing with the shit bed that he made.
Yeah, it starts off with him basically in the Niagara Falls Wax Museum. He's smoking a cigarette and he's in a wax museum and there's 16 dead, beautiful women on the ground.
Dead.
And he's got a little Marlboro, just like
trying not to breathe.
Trying not to breathe. Yeah.
And they're all like, can I lay on my stomach? Because it's really hard to not breathe when you guys, that's a wide shot and I'm going to look like I'm breathing.
Yeah. And Booney's all depressed. DL's on the phone.
Yeah. Nero and Jax. Now Nero comes in.
Yeah.
When Nero wants to talk and Jax is just smoking away more than I've ever seen him smoking anything.
I guess this is the greatest thing that you and I are finally watching this whole beautiful show because I'd forgotten how much Jax, and that was Charlie's decision. He's a pure full out smoker now in pretty much every scene.
Yeah. Which is really hard to do on film, by the way. And we've talked about that a bunch. And then we go to Gemma with Juice. And then she gets the call about from Happy. And she doesn't tell Juice. She kind of just like, for whatever reason, she doesn't tell him.
She just goes, just get high, honey.
Yeah.
Stay here.
I know you're a drug addict. Let me give you this.
Get high. Let me give you this. Stay here. Okay.
She's a demon of a character.
And you agree to stay. Oh yeah. She's got demon all
And the
over.
Second she says, take this for sleep, but it's, first of all, it's in like a bottle the size of a cannon and it's like one pill. I remember thinking that when I was there, I was like, why did they put it? Okay. So
The props department.
yeah.
Peter Weller, who directed this episode, make it big. Get a big thing.
I got so many problems with him in this. Okay. So I'm not being salty, I promise.
No, you're just being honest today.
I'm being honest, Harry, not salty Sal.
Then I'll be salty coming up.
You'll be salty.
Turn. Yeah.
So he pops the pills, he sits down. We're unsure about him. And then and now
like I don't fucking care.
We get Chivs.
Yeah, and Jerry, like what? He's got the towel on. I mean,
high.
First of all, Chibi, what a beautiful chest he's got. He got that dollar bill on his chest.
He killed himself for that one.
He's just rocking it. And he killed himself that episode.
Ready to go.
A lot of sit-ups, didn't eat for a week.
That was his first shirtless, I think, ever.
No, not even close.
No. He's been shirtless.
He was shirtless in the prison. We were butt-ass naked in the prison.
Oh, yeah. I forget what season we're on. I just feel like maybe because Juice is shirtless all the time.
All the time. You and Charlie were pretty much shirtless all the time. Tommy, not a lot. Tig, not a lot. But when they did, we had to not eat for a week. There's no doubt about it. So he is.
So he's all wet. He's all wet, smoking.
She comes in and grabs the joint from him.
Yeah.
And then Chib says, I got to go.
And says, you should go as well.
And he says, you should go. He goes, you should probably get dressed too. Okay.
So now everyone is there, and Althea, which I guess we're calling her, right? Or Jerry, what do you want to call her?
Althea's great.
Sure. Althea gives Unser the ultimatum, basically, like, this is what needs to happen, right?
Yeah.
And Unser, again, this guy came in as like an assistant, and he finds himself immediately, and this just shows what a great actor Dayton is. And what I mean by that is that it would have been very easy to write Dayton off this show years back. But we knew, one, he was the best for morale. He was easily top actor on the show, top artist.
Yeah.
That they were like, we have to figure out ways to get him involved in this show. And that's what they did, right? They figured out a way to give him, because say what you want about the Unser character. He always had great dialogue. Yeah. Always. He was always involved.
Yeah.
And he worked one day.
I want to ask you, amazing. I want to ask you, in this scene that we're talking about when he comes to Diosa, does he have clothes on or is he still in his pajamas?
No, he definitely didn't go to wardrobe. He literally came straight from his house.
T-shirt. Sweats. He's an assistant now, but same clothes. Because, Yeah. Actually, sorry, I just said Unser's still wearing the same clothes. It's for 6 months now. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't care. He no makeup, no wardrobe. I'm just going to come in and say my lines. I remember the one time I told you, I think I've told this story since we've been doing this for 16 years. This podcast is when they asked him to cry, when he read that he had to cry, and he called me up in panic.
It's a great story. Retell it just for the peeps who don't.
I'm not crying. The fuck they want me to cry for? I'm not going to cry. I don't even cry in my own life. I'm not going to cry on this.
I'm not going to cry for this guy.
And I said, well, Dayton, you're a fucking seasoned, amazing actor. And he was so mad about it. Like, he took it personally. I was like, it's not you.
How dare they?
Unser. How dare they? But he, I think he tried. It didn't, I don't know what he did.
I can't remember what take they used, but it wasn't a full out juice take cry.
No, juice take cry. No. So she talks to Jax. And of course, she has to say the line.
This fucking dialogue, Thea. What?
No one walks away whole. Can we fucking take this whole word and stick it up someone's whole ass?
No. I'm screaming no. Why are you fucking saying that for? Bullshit. That's what we say, and we shouldn't even say it because it's fucking wrong.
That's an angry character that you're playing there. And I got to agree that you should bring that out sometimes. It sounds like Helga.
No, it's
horrible. Helga just
doing
came
salty Sal. That's what that
is.
That's
horrible Helga. Horrible
Helga.
That only comes out when it's really called for, when it's really uncalled for, I should say.
You can't say no one walks away whole.
Fuck off. Fuck off for saying that.
Just fuck off for saying that.
Okay. So Nero's with Borowski. Ain't my war, amigo.
Yeah, but hang on real quick. I know, I get it.
Sure.
There's brilliant writers on the show. I'm not Kurt Sutter. I'm fucking who can be. Good for him. God bless.
Yeah.
But how does this happen? You ready? It's 7 a.m. Ready? I'm going to do it for you.
Yep.
And then Borowski lifts up the vine and goes, "We're not open yet."
Oh,
Well, then
it's
what the
me,
fuck
but
Huh?
it's me, but it's Nero.
It's me.
Like,
It's me, but
it's
we're
me.
not
And
open yet.
you just heard about the shooting. You're going to tell me in 5 seconds. So shouldn't you want to talk to me?
So, yeah, and what the fuck are you doing there? That don't even be there. I would have rather had Nero go. No one comes to the door, and he goes away. We have another scene. Then he comes back when they're open, and Charlie lets him in and goes, "Hey, we got to talk."
Or I got a new one. Ready? Knocks on the door. He doesn't answer. He looks around like, where is he? He sees him on the side of the building, kind of like in a bit of duress over Colette. Hey,
Yeah, how about that?
let's use other options here because see,
Spitballing.
it's called
We're
spitballing in the writing.
Let's reshoot that right fucking
Because
now.
what someone said that, he lifts it up and goes, we're not open. When we're going to come to find out, knows that all these people were murdered. You would think you would want info from someone who might have been there. Fuck off all the way.
Hey, there's that you know what? I'd buy that t-shirt. Fuck ... off ... all the way.
All the way. All the way to the fuck off.
Okay.
So then he has to make his, because, he's this maestro at words. Ain't my war, amigo. Fine.
Yeah, that was but beautifully done. I'm sorry. It's so badly written, but beautifully done. Ain't my war, amigo. Okay. Then we go back to Red Woody, right?
Sure. Yeah. And then, hold on. Okay. So now the whole crew's at Red Woody. Lila is in tears.
Okay, but first of all, before that happens, I have to bring this up. I'm so invested in this show. I wish I would have starred as Tig Traeger on the show because I'm fucking invested.
Yeah, I know. I wish I would have been as invested as I am right now.
Yeah,
when I was doing it. I would have seen more. I should have watched all the rough cuts.
See, you're telling the truth. That's what your deal is.
Truth.
And I'm just trying to be funny, but you're fucking right. Okay, first of all, we've got Wendy. Fucking brilliant. She's a fucking great actress.
She's the best.
I can hang with her every day. I love her
every
so
day.
much. And she's got baby Thomas, and she's like 37 women were just killed. I'm just saying, what's with the good humor? Shouldn't we just be a little bit more, I don't know, like kissing the baby's head, but it just takes me right out of the movie when you're that happy when we've had 16 women just murdered. And now we're going to sequester in Red Woody because we're fearful of our lives again. That's all. That's all I got to say.
I got a better one too.
Sure.
This would basically be considered that we're on lockdown again, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have we updated the bathroom situation? Is there 3 stalls? Is there 4? What if Rusty's in there and he fucking cranks one out? Is someone going in after it? What is it a 1 bathroom? I want to know how many bathrooms are in Red Woody. And by the way, how much food is in a porn studio?
A lot of whipped cream. A lot of whipped cream and strawberries.
We go on lockdown.
I don't know personally.
Constantly in this show.
Yeah.
And it never seemed okay. Whatever. Lila's in tears.
So now she's trying, and Lila goes, "Don't you love? Why does this keep happening? Why do people keep dying?" Well, look up Jax Teller in the dictionary.
Yeah, he's right there.
Right there.
And here's the other thing: Gemma just gets the kid, like literally just gets the kid.
Thomas,
like basically, Wendy is like, "Hey, I got Abel over here. Here's Thomas.
Yeah,
you are the legal guardian now that you massacred his mom. So okay, so hold him." She sees Lila crying.
Yeah.
2 seconds, she goes, "Here, take the kid." Are you telling me that Lila is more important than Thomas?
Probably.
I don't know. You can hold the kid and still talk to this woman that you barely know.
No, you can't because John Wayne's about to walk in by the name of Charlie Hunnam. John Wayne walks in, pure John Wayne style, like seriously. And then Jax gets told by Chibs and Bobby that West is dead, guns are gone. Well, of course he is, and of course they are, right? I mean, of course.
You know what I wrote? This MC is a mess.
It's a fucking mess.
Now Jackson Abel have a combo.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, hats off to that kid. He had a tough gig because I remember it too. I've worked with a lot of child actors, and some blow you away. Some you're like, wow, where's this kid getting this from? And then some, it's just straight line readings. There's someone there just saying, say this line, and they don't even know why they're saying it, right? And this kid's obviously super young at this point.
The twins are amazing. They
were amazing, and the parents were amazing, and everybody was amazing.
Remember them? Fucking beautiful.
Parents are great. They were great, and they just had a tough gig because it's hard enough to get a kid to act when there's like 2 people on set. When there's like 100, it's just so much going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and there's yelling and screaming, which we're going to get to in a minute here. There's all kinds of violence. And to make sure, and we were very, if I may, everyone needs to know this. We were all from the top to the bottom so good with those kids. We loved them. We made sure they were okay.
So protective. They were like angels on set. Yeah. We were like, when they were there, it was like we went over and above. That's where I always loved. What I love so much about our show is how protective we were of everyone. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like and when I mean that, I mean like the core group of us.
Yeah.
Because, I can't be responsible for every single person there, but I knew the core group of us, especially like our trailer, like me, you, and Tommy, like we were just so protective of people.
Yeah.
Whether it be a guest star, whether it be, no matter who it was. And I think that's why people love working on that show so much.
True, man. Yeah.
That was the best show to come and do guest stars or co-stars or come in for one day because everybody was so excited.
And the word got out. The word got out in Hollywood. Everyone wanted to be on the show.
Yeah. And not just because it was such a big show, but because we were like awesome with people. And don't get me wrong, for like guys who wanted to be tough guys, it was a tough place to come. Don't come there if you like are trying to be a tough guy. That's not going to work for you.
Yeah, that's not going to go over well.
That's not going to go over well. But if you were like someone who was just like down to make this the best show, or, a lot of the actresses who came on were so great. And we were just like, I remember, what's her name who played Althea. And obviously we were talking about Courtney Love and people who just come on. It was like, it was amazing.
Yeah.
Very different. Very different.
Yeah.
You don't see that on shows anymore.
No, very
so, okay. Lynn's with Nero.
Yeah.
Oh, but really quickly in that last thing, Jax thanks Wendy, which I thought was a nice moment.
Cool.
Yeah. You don't care. Okay. So Lynn's with Nero.
I really don't care, but that's really cool that you found that really.
Yeah, I did.
You wanted to bring up. Okay.
Sure. Lynn with Nero threatens him and basically plants Nero against Jax.
Okay.
Okay. So I guess I don't know why I have a problem with what's going on here with the Nero situation, with the Lynn situation. And I guess my problem is pretty simple. And I don't know if my Hulu skipped when I was watching this last night, but something's going to happen soon enough that makes no sense to me. If he apparently is one of the most powerful people, it seems like he's not maybe doing such a good job of protecting himself or really making guarantees. It's not like he kept Nero with him.
You talking about Lynn?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like he kind of threatens him.
Look, that's right. But it's simple. Whether it's August Marks or whether it's Lynn, these big guys in their big clubs or their gangs or whatever you want to call those guys.
Sure.
They were always the most powerful people on the street. They said it all the time. They meant it. They threatened Jax with killing him all the time. But the show is called Sons of Anarchy. So because it's called Sons of Anarchy, we're going to get around it somehow and make sure that they're more bad than we are, that they're doing worse things than we have. Because we need to finish off the next 8 shows so we can get to the end with Sons of Anarchy on top. And this is a pivotal point because Nero is being threatened in this scene right here, right? Where Lynn says about his son, right?
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now. And again, Jimmy, there's just not a false beat.
No, he's literally one of the best.
He's just so Latinoed out and he's so this guyed out. He's so how he talks and how he finishes talking and how he looks at people and then he does it and then he jibber jabbers in his Spanish.
And the stuff he does with his hands.
His hands. And this is it's fucking brilliant. And to watch him, and I always forget the actor's name who played Lynn, but again, brilliant. We loved when he came on so much every time he came on, and it wasn't enough. I knew seeing this scene that something big, and I forgot what it was, but something big's about to happen because we need to move on from this storyline. We need to get back to the marks. We need to get back to all the fuck ups. Jerry's now involved with paying her off. There's some shit, and you're on the run. We got to sort you out. There's other things to. Let's just. What's happening?
We got to wrap this one up.
Let's wrap this fucking thing up.
So we're at the table and they're going to discuss it all, right? We cut to that quick. Yeah. And then Gemma's going to help Juice, right? She's got to get out. She's got to help him. And then the boys are leaving Redwoody and Chibs and Jerry have their talk. This was an interesting scene.
Here we go. Yeah, Jerry and Chibs. Nice chat.
What do you think?
Okay, so what do I think about it?
Yeah.
Well, I could be completely wrong. I just said I'm not sure about the relationship. Both actors are amazing, but I'm not sure I believe it. They're sleeping together now, and Jerry is pleading with Scotty, and Chibs is telling her, "We will handle it." Oh, and then she calls him Philip. What is this, Romeo and Juliet? Look, I don't know, man. Help me.
I think it was a way to show. I would guess that. In them spitballing in the writers.
I just don't believe that Chibs would do that. I don't know why. He did it so beautifully. And
I think it was something of like, this is how different she is from Roosevelt, where it's like, I know the way the world works. You know, she's smoking weed. She's, you know, she's intimate with one of the guys. She's basically trying to get down. Like it's trying to show that she's a different type of cop.
And we've had a few different types, haven't we? From Taylor Sheridan to Unser to Roosevelt, and now to her. Oh, fuck yeah!
I got to tell you, these red ant bites are killing me.
Well, that's not Upper West Side, New York City, babe.
I got mauled by these red ants
down in Texas.
Did you see this?
Yeah, you're fucking red.
Yeah, it's all over my arms. Look, you can see it.
Jesus.
Look at this. Wait, it's
what are you scraping the earth so much for?
Look at that. It's that one. I'm building a new hiking path in the front part of the property, and I'm doing it myself when I'm out there. And I picked up a rock that was there was a lot of infestation of red ants, and they got in me and they got in my sleeve, and I was like, it doesn't matter. I was listening to music, and then I was like, wow, that's hot. No. And a couple of days later, it was all.
Get some salve for that.
No, you know me. I don't really care about any of that stuff. So let's see what happens. Let's play this one out.
Fall off.
Let's figure. Yeah, hopefully my arm is still here. I hope so. So now we go to Juice. He's on the move, and this is weird. I remember this. We were always doing this in the Valley. It's right by the studio. So I see this dude in the parking lot, and now Juice is in the panic. Right, he was just going to get a chocolate bar, which is
panic button.
He's in a panic mode.
Yeah.
He's having one of his juice freakouts. Yeah. That's it. That's all we know right now. Right. And then it goes to the boys riding in to see Borowski. And
can I just say though, when you're outside, I just wrote down, take a Greyhound, get out of town. No one, we got so much death going on. You could probably slide under the radar.
Go to Target and get a new outfit.
Target. Just go.
Don't wear what you're wearing. Go get like some kind of costume.
I don't mind what you were wearing, but just get the fuck out of Dodge.
So you're not noticed, right? Go get a Hertz rental. Go get on some clothes that no one would suspect. Put on like a pair of overalls, coveralls, and just get out of there.
Well, and I wish I could pull up the picture right now, but you came in the makeup trailer with Shelly one day and Tracy down at the end, and they had some wigs that they were trying on, and you put on a Tig wig. I put on a blonde
Tig wig and a Perlman wig.
Oh my fucking God. Put on one of them wigs and just get.
I had on those wigs, and I remember when I put those pictures out back when we were doing the show, people were like, "Oh my God, what'd you do to your hair?"
While you're talking, do you know where it is?
No, I don't. I love that.
Keep talking. I'm going to look real quick.
Yeah. So I have I had your wigs on. That was awesome. Okay, so the boys are riding in, and Nero punches Jax, and they start tussling. Okay, this is where I wrote exactly what we just spoke about. I go, Nero confronts Jax. He's so good with those movements of his hands, I said. Jax tells him that the Chinese murdered Tara.
Yeah.
We finally hear something from Tig. We now know Tig's there.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah.
I'm in the movie.
You're
There
in
you
the
go.
movie, and then all Jax is doing is scorching the entire earth based on a lie that, by the way, no one really pressed her on. Are you sure? Was it the delivery guy? Was it a DoorDash guy? What happened here? How do you know it was Depp? Are you sure? Were you drunk?
Because she was the greatest liar in the history of charming.
There's a lot of destruction for one lie, one witness.
Yeah, to save her ass. And it was a beautiful ass, and it always will be. But I'm telling you right now, to save that behind, she told one big major line or one major lie, and the rest is fucking history. And we're playing it out right now.
Well, you're right. And he is on full destruction mode because of it. So now here is the finally we have a scene that throws a little levity. So can you tell me that I know this actor from somewhere and I don't know who he is? In the
in the porn shop there,
Yeah.
in the porn shop, in the pawn shop. He's
Yeah.
a really cool actor, man. We've seen him. He's been in like some really cool shit.
Bunch of stuff, right?
Yeah, I should have looked him up, but he's fucking tough and he's funny, and he did us a solid coming in that day, and we were all like shaking his hand before we started. He was good.
I think he might have been in that show Wise Guy. I got to look up. Okay. So
he might have been in like even Goodfellas, like something.
He was
really,
in something. He's
really
really
cool.
good. He's really good. So Borowski is yelling. And I didn't really understand that. So maybe you can say, because you're there, he's actually yelling the entire time.
Yeah.
Did he not want to have levels or something?
No, he was directing the episode. So no one was going to tell him, hey, Peter, tone it down a bit. Find some levels.
Let's climb the mountain.
Let's climb the mountain. He wanted to be on top because he's directing himself. And I've worked with Kevin Costner directs himself. Billy Fichtner directs himself. Yeah. When you direct yourself, you can pretty much do what you fucking want unless an actor besides you, co-star, goes, hey, Billy, just for shits and giggles, tone it down a bit.
Let's do some uphill, downhill.
Let's do some uphill, downhill. Yeah, no, He went hard. And I think he wanted to show in his way, Borowski way, fear into this guy, because tell the truth, buddy, you're fucking lying. So he yelled the whole thing.
So this is me having the dual theater face of, sad and happy at myself. Was while I appreciated the scene because there was the humor of the flute.
Yeah.
I also thought it was one of the silliest scenes I've ever seen on the show. So it was absolutely unnecessary and silly.
Oh, no.
But yet,
was so unnecessary.
There's so many great lines in it.
Not really so many, but there's a couple. And
all
I will
coming
say
from you and happy.
Charlie and the boys really appreciated when I said just gay enough. Like that little bit, and me pretending to blow the flute. And look, they were just trying to say, Coatsy, could you just save the scene with some humor? Because this is a really bad fucking scene. But we have to do it, and we did. And there you go. That's what we got.
So, but it was just, I don't want him to enjoy it, is one of the funniest lines I've heard. Okay. Yeah. So now Unser and Rat, we cut to them. Here's why I enjoyed this, because I love when people I like.
Oh, first of all, we blew him away. Sorry, we just shot him right in cold blood.
Oh, well,
another death. Boom,
who cares?
Boom. Yeah.
Doesn't, by the way, footprints, DNA, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. No, doesn't matter. No. They everybody knows now in Charming or the peers. So just so you know, 12 people are going to get murdered here tonight every day. Minimum 12. It's probably going to be the motorcycle guys, but don't worry.
Nobody's going to count for us, but yeah.
Nobody's coming after them. Don't worry about
it. No.
Yeah, just don't. You might get murdered too.
No one's coming after us. No.
No, everybody's just getting murdered.
Yeah.
So,
I think the whole town just went, I think they've got like 8 more episodes to shoot. Let's let them get away with it. And then we'll see how they
let's hope they don't kill all of us. Okay, so he gets killed. Silly. We go to Unser and Rat. Why I like this is I love to see actors I like get a scene. And he had a scene. Nico had a scene right there. It's like be little, but he had a scene. And that's exciting because I know what he was feeling that day. Where he was like,
they had a little kissy face. Him and Brooke had a little kissy face. And then they had a nice little scene. It was good for Nico. Yeah, great.
Right?
Yeah.
And then, okay, so Wendy gives Unser the info.
Okay.
I guess just so happens she remembers something on the Chinese. This is going to put this all together. How convenient. How convenient.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, we got like 8 minutes left in the episode. Let's start wrapping it up a little bit. Come on.
Okay.
Actually, we got 28 minutes left of the episode. So, yeah, how convenient. But
okay.
I'm just getting all some intel. Good. Who cares? Keep going.
And then
Nero walks in, right?
Nero walks in. Yeah. And Nero runs into Gemma and she's about to leave. And the lie gets bigger. Now this lie's out.
And I just wrote lying.
You even spelled it right. Lying. And I wrote, she's a demon. She's a demon.
Demon. I love it. That's
she is.
Word.
I mean, she's just not a good person.
I'm going to use that for Wordle tomorrow. Demon. I don't like that word.
She's a demon. Yeah, she's a demon. And he's not happy. Nero's not happy. And now the boys arrive. Jax, this was a little interesting too. Again, how you play beats. The last time he saw Nero, he said, you just do what you got to do, but just give me a heads up.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something. But then when he walks in and he's talking to Gemma, it was like he stole his lunch money.
Yeah. He said, we need to talk now, Jax.
Yeah, what's going on here?
What's going on?
It's like, I just left you a little while ago. I just left you over there. And you said, all right. I guess there's tension again.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're laying this out beautifully, by the way, Rossi. I mean, I really am on the back of the donkey on this show today. You're taking full charge of this fucking battalion. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Juicy's laying on the bed, right?
No. Then this is what I wrote here. I wrote
off.
something in the break. In the break, I wrote something.
Yeah.
That I want you to reflect on for a second. This moment on the show, this time, it's the middle of the season. If you can take yourself back, this wasn't really pleasant on the show.
I would take myself out of the show.
This was not a pleasant time to be on the show.
No.
This was probably, some might say, the most unpleasant time to be on the show. This moment.
Yeah, and yet we didn't like to complain because we were
no. And I don't mean that in a way of like there was no complaining. I'm just saying as the general mood of the show. I'm not talking about personally. I'm talking about the show.
Yeah.
It wasn't very joyous. There was kind of a malaise that was over us, or a fog in a way that we were just kind of like, okay, so what's going on today? All right. And it was like, there wasn't like that gusto that we had where it's like,
no, and I think it all came to the forefront of us all realizing what the days were so great in those first few seasons, even the middle seasons. But now in season 7, coming to the end, some of the actors are long gone. You're on your own fucking island.
Gone. I was basically gone.
Bobby, as the character, is depressed the whole time.
Gone.
Jax only smokes and doesn't talk to any of us, really. And I've got the Venus thing, which was always kind of cool to play that little love story thing. But really, truly, I don't know.
Yeah, you had an eye on the golf game. You were kind of, I
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Me and Chibs continued to try and make each other laugh every day that we worked, but we'd have to catch up with you on the weekend. You were fucking never there. We were never there with you.
That's what I remember. I remember, and maybe, again, I was in this super dark place, but it was like a very dark time. I remember, like, it was just like, because you come in, back in the day, you come in, it's like, what the fuck is up? What's going on? Da, 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 da. And it was just more like, hey, you good? Cool. Because it was like you were doing such stuff that was like, oh, what scenes you guys? You just did that one? Yeah, it sucks, right? You just shot that guy in the face? Okay, cool. It's like, so, okay. Juice is in bed.
Yeah.
This guy opens the door.
The knock on the door.
Yeah, he rolls to the side.
Comes in.
Special Forces style. Goes to the side of bed, probably goes under the bed. I don't know. Sure.
I just wanted to shoot some 46 times that was uncalled for, but that's all right. You had a lot of angst going on. You need to get it out of your system.
Yeah, it was a lot of angst. I think that maybe they laid the groundwork for this, right? He saw the newspaper.
Yeah.
He assumed who did it.
And who wouldn't if you're Juice?
Who wouldn't if you were Juice? And then he
What?
assumed that they're coming to get him. I don't know why he would think that.
No,
I
it
don't
makes
know.
sense. It's just another senseless killing. That's all.
Yeah,
But it makes
and then
sense.
the don't look at me. I remember struggling with that at the moment, being like, why am I? And I think it was they wanted him to be losing his mind. I thought that I remember thinking, I actually remember saying something to Charles was, we can go deeper with this. Like we can do
Charles
something
Murray,
more. Yeah, like we can do something where I'm like, like something like, is that what you wanted? You wanted to come see me? Like something where it was like he was really losing it. But we just didn't have. So I know what they wanted to do.
Interesting.
But we didn't do it. I thought it would have been weird if we just had a conversation with him. But whatever. Okay. So Lynn is going to meet the boys head out.
Yeah.
Lynn's
making
with
a
Nero.
deal of a sit down with Lynn. Here we go. We're going.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Lynn's with Nero. He tells him a story.
They're talking.
And Nero's doing the bait and switch, right? So we think.
Yeah, I mean, Nero's going, you're going to need an army because Jax is bringing everything against you.
I would have known something was up right there if I
would have too, because I wrote down, these are strange times now. Like, who the fuck do we believe? And what side is Nero really on? Is he being a good liar in here? Like, what's happening?
And I thought maybe, again, he could have went deeper. We're going to be like, I need to know that my kid's going to be fine. Like, to really make Lynn believe it. Because it didn't seem believable. And Jimmy's one of the greatest actors alive.
Yeah, no, it was a little off. The writing was a tad off. Yeah.
Tad off. Okay.
Yeah.
So Juice at the hotel, Unser and Gemma walk in, Unser figures it out right away that he worked there. Don't ask me why Juice didn't see the giant keys. Whatever.
How's your day going, son? I mean,
all he does is see a key like that has 900 keys on it, and he solves the caper in 14 seconds.
Well, and not only does he solve it in 14 seconds, Theo, but then he goes into the cleaning lady mode or cleaning man mode. I love how I just wrote down, like, we've killed 875 people and we always clean up well after them.
Yeah.
We're taking them to Chigger Woods. And now Unser's got it. I got it. And I want to say, if I would have been there that day, I would have went, that's fucking bullshit. Dayton's going back to his Winnie. He's getting the limo driver, taking him home. He's going to watch golf all afternoon. He's not cleaning anything up. Let's get fucking real here, people.
And let's be even more real. I don't know what it's like to clean up a body, and I hope I never have to figure it out. But I got to assume it's pretty hard, right?
Oh my God, I'll never forget. We had Maggie Siff on a few weeks ago, which we'll never forget. And Maggie, I was there that day that we wiped out that guy in the bathtub, and she wiped him out, and there was blood everywhere. And I remember looking at it with the props and the hair and makeup and wardrobe going, how would you even begin to clean this up?
How do you begin to do this?
You got to go to Target and get some bleach. You got to go somewhere.
You need to either own, like, you have to have at the ready, like an incinerator or like high volume acid. Like you have acid tubs, like ready to go. Like, I mean, and then you got to deal with all the stuff.
And like, you got to go, I guess, wash and shower and burn your clothes and go to
maybe burn the whole place down.
Bury it and then burn the place.
So
burn the block down.
Burn everyone. Burn the whole place down.
Anyway, I'm just going to clean the fucking thing up.
Okay, so let me just go through this scene a little because it drives me nuts. One, I do want to point out I was doing more push-ups than I could ever have done in my life.
Yeah, no, you looked really great, sweetie.
Oh, well, I was diamond push-ups. It was on. Okay. Unser then questions Gemma because of this.
Did you just say diamond push-ups? What the fuck's a diamond push-up? Oh, the diamond. Yeah.
Diamond push-ups. So, or close.
Like I would fucking know. Anyway, go ahead.
So Unser questions Gemma, which I thought was a really cool moment because he was like, what did he mean what we did? Right? Okay.
Good pickup, son.
Yeah. And then I wrote here, Unser's a cleaner now. And I love how easily Juice and Gemma just leave the body. They're like, all right, see you later, Unser. You got
see you later. Thanks, Wayne.
Okay.
We're going to go to Sonic and get you a chocolate milkshake. Thanks, buddy.
And then right then and there, they tipped their hat, as they call it in the biz. They tipped their hat that Gemma's going to do something to Juice.
Yeah.
Because he says, and this is another thing I'm curious of. Did Unser know Gemma was going to kill Juice?
Absolutely not.
But he says, are you okay to do this?
Oh, take him somewhere. Go up north. Take him to Dad's place. Not to fucking kill you.
I don't know.
Okay, you know what? You know way more about this shit than I did. So maybe I'm completely fucking wrong. Let's have the peeps weigh in on that, would you?
Right. Well, it'd be weird if he did know. So then Unser, you're right.
That's a good way to put it. It would be weird if he actually did know.
Yeah. So
I think he
Occam's
fucking
razor.
loved Juice. I think he loved Juice. I think he was always
Yeah,
caring.
and he
for that
doesn't want to
kid.
see more dead bodies.
Why would he want fucking Gemma to what for? Unless he knew that.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's her idea. She's a demon.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. So Unser then calls Althea, gives her the heads up. And now this is where I think either and you got to tell me from your notes, did my DVR skip or something here? Because right from Unser giving Althea the notes, we cut to Jax having Lynn on the floor. Was there a scene before?
Yeah, you missed it. No,
I missed it. Tell me what I missed.
Lynn and Jax have a showdown at the ports, right?
Yeah, but what I got that, but what? Oh, so where I got on my thing, and this had to be a mess up, was it went to commercial after Unser calls Althea, and commercial being it goes to black and comes back up on these streaming things. And when it came back, Lynn and everybody's on the floor.
You mean against the wall, like being handcuffed already? Well, let me just read because it's a big ass scene. And no, that's not right because Charlie and Lynn have an incredible punch amount. They fight. They fucking.
I got that. No, I have that. But why was there no like setup, like Lynn pulling up or like Lynn was going, oh, I have my meeting with Jack.
No,
like,
there was.
Oh, I didn't get any of that.
Oh, you missed it. No,
Yeah.
They're going to have a talk. And then these fucking cops come out of nowhere.
No, I got that. I got that too. Okay, here's what I'm saying. The second the camera, and this is probably driving people nuts, when the thing came back from after commercial, all of Lynn's guys were lined up against the wall.
Well, maybe.
You don't care. Yeah.
I don't. Not only do I not fucking care, I
who
don't.
cares?
I wish I could help you out.
Okay, but it was just a very strange cut, is what I'm saying. And then the camera is going in circles around them too. Like he was doing that circle camera thing where they're going to fight.
Yeah, hang on, but fine. But a couple things in here. It seemed to me that Tommy should have had more heroin in the bag.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot about heroin, obviously, but it just
I know a little
it should have been a bit more, I thought.
Well, heroin's more concentrated, but if you were looking for a lot of it, I mean, you're talking about kilos of heroin. A kilo is 2.2 pounds.
Okay, well, maybe that's perfect then. I'm not.
Yeah, so a kilo could be this big, like if it's crushed down to a ball, or it could be this big if it's in powder form.
Okay,
so
well, whatever it was, I
just a lot of money.
Right, but then after that little bit, Gemma's taking Juice to Eugene. Oh wait, she's not. She turns right when she should have turned left. Okay, then. It's what the fuck I've got. The cops are pulling us all over. And Jax kicks Lynn on the ground.
They have their little brawl.
Yeah, they have their little brawl.
Which is weird.
Which is strange as fuck. I go, what is it with? I mean, I guess if we think about this 7 seasons, the character of Jax does a lot of fucking knuckle fighting.
Yeah.
Right? Like he's fucking Jimmy. Yeah. We talked about, Timmy Murphy.
Yeah.
Me.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of fucking fisticuffs, right?
I wrote, I'm so tired of these scenes. They're ridiculous all around. Then the cops arrive and you were there. That's a big scene.
It was a big scene. And it was a big scene. It happened it really wasn't about any of us. It was really about the fake cops, the Borowski cops coming in. In fact, Chibs had a line somewhere there where he goes, the real cops are on the way. We've got to get the fuck out of here. So Jax is forced to leave without killing Lynn. Strange times in charming, the music starts. Okay. So we're to believe then, as the audience right now, right, Theo, that there's no death, the big standoff between Lynn and fucking Jax. It kind of happened in a street fight form, but nothing else. Because the real cops are coming. So once the real cops get there, they're going to bust all these Chinese guys. Are they? Is that the idea?
Yeah, you better believe it.
That's what's going down.
That's what's, and they're not going to say to these other cops, who are you? Why are you there? I guess
No.
because they work at the ports anyway. So just because they're corrupt doesn't mean they're not real cops.
Oh, they're real cops. They're just on
Right.
the tape. That's right.
So I guess they're just whatever. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more paperwork, but the whole thing's a little weird, but whatever. Cause Chib's got a call during it. I don't know. Whatever. It doesn't matter if I know. Who cares? I don't care. They don't care. Nobody cares. Lynn's caught. Lynn's going to jail.
Seriously, if you could redo that all, please do that again. I want to film you at a different angle, but you just surmised the entire last 20 minutes of this. Who fucking cares? Because it was a big scene to do. I mean, cops coming in, they're up against the wall. There's a fist fight. Sure. Trust me. But who fucking cares?
Sure.
Let's get back to something that fucking matters. Oh, wait. Age of Aquarius. And Gemma takes out her fucking gun.
Well, let me tell you something quick before we get into Age of Aquarius. I just want to point out a couple of things. The boys are riding at night, which I always love. I'm a sucker for the night riding scenes. I'm also a sucker for those lights on the rear views.
Thanks for saying that. I said the same thing. Nice night ride. I don't remember any of it, but what a nice ride that was.
Oh, beautiful lights. Those orange lights on the rear views. Those were on the new Harleys we got. Those were incredible.
Beautiful.
Okay. Juice in the car with Gemma. He's sleeping. We're in lockdown again. If somebody can count how many episodes ended in lockdown, I'd like to know. Get it, biscuits. And then Unser's cleaning up. Althea calls. The boys are riding. Big drive-by, right? Boys are riding. And then the song, one of my favorite things you do in fucking movies and television is when the montage song that's playing becomes the song in the scene.
Yeah.
And it's playing in the radio.
It is.
With Gemma and Juice.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Now, just a heads up, that car was never moving. We were on the set. We were on the stage.
Were you?
Yep. Cooters and everybody was shaking it. We had to shake it.
Yeah, what do we call that? There's a term for that when they shake the car a little bit.
Yeah, they were shaking it.
Something man, cheap man process or something. Poor man. Yeah, it was a poor man process. Poor man process. Yeah. That's it.
So we're poor man process in that car. And what they had to make sure was that Gemma actually looked like she was driving it, right? Because you can turn into a bus driver real fast when you're fake driving. And what that means is that when you're driving a car in a scene and it's not moving, you don't realize that when you drive a car, you usually drive like this.
Yeah.
There's most actors fake drive and they go, the car would be off the road.
Yeah. You can't do any of that.
So they bus drive it. They bus drive it.
I got it, boss. I'll do the driving. Turn the camera on. I'm good.
Yeah, we just made 16 turns. This car would never be on the road. It would be gone. Fuck. So we had to make sure that she wasn't bus driving. And the song becomes the song. And Juice knows right away something's wrong. I remember this. Do I remember this day? Yeah, this was a tough night for Katie.
Yeah, you can see it. Confessional scene. I betrayed our king.
Yep.
And then she's, begging for her life and that crying thing. And what a drag. But that's what makes great television, man. I mean, Gemma and Juice should have been attached at the fucking hip, and she's so desperate now, and she's so pulling at straws. Her life is so fucked. Let's just start by killing the one person who helped me not go to prison for the rest of my life and maybe probably put to death.
Who's next? She's going to kill Unser? She's going to kill Wendy? She's going to kill anybody that knows?
Yeah, everyone's open season now. I really do. I think it's open season. And I cannot fucking wait for the next show. Because honestly, bro, I kind of remember this, but not like what I just saw.
I didn't remember any of it. What I did love too, shout out to the editors on this, is when she says, "Don't kill me," it cuts to Jax riding, but you hear her voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just remember I did think on the day that they were going to cut it. Again, this reminds me of the hanging stuff, but they didn't. They were going to cut it with me putting the gun to her head. And then you cut and go to Reaper. And then you're like, wait a second. That would have been great. Maybe you even hear a gunshot, and then maybe when it came back, he shot like by her ear.
Sure.
No, but I'm not directing the show. So point is, they wanted the fear of that she can die, but I don't think they went far enough with the fear that she can die.
I'm not sure they did. What I'm just more really concerned with and depressed about is how she wanted to wipe out Jews.
Oh, yeah. Nobody cares about Jews.
Poor Jews. For the show, I mean, I think everyone cared about Jews.
Oh, yeah. I'm saying like in the characters, like he just became like, he should just go.
Yeah, I don't know. But listen, you had some nice shit in the show, actually. You really did. You had some really nice shit in the stuff. I can't wait to see what do you remember how it starts the next show?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. What are we
This is all new. This is all new. I'm looking at this with a whole new set, like everything I see. And I've guessed wrong throughout the episode. I was like, oh, this is when Nero turns on Jax for good. And I'm like, okay, I remember this. And then I'm like, oh, that never happened.
No, that didn't happen.
That in my head. So I remember Nero being mad at the end, but I guess I'm wrong. I don't know. He was mad about something. So who knows? Whatever. That's why we're watching it. We have a bunch left.
Fun. All right.
We're gonna get some people on. We keep saying it. We just had Emilio.
That was fun.
Yeah, we got some stuff coming out.
We got some more peeps to talk to. This thing keeps rocking and rolling. Patreon's fucking crazy over there.
I put that picture. I put that trailer up of the original pilot.
Oh yeah.
Everybody saw that.
I got to do
Scott
food
Glenn was
for
in the pilot.
socks. Yeah,
you got to do a food for socks. I have to do a theory. I got to do a mushroom thing. Juno's got a podcast that she's got to do. Everybody's got to
take out for G-string first.
Yeah, no, she'll wear it. You won't see it because she only does the top half.
Okay, good.
And that's it. Get out of here. Love you.
Hey man, love you, buddy.
Love you, buddy.
Love you, Max. Yeah.